Very good day to you all. I'm CHEONG. I'm a senior lecturer and also researcher in the field of plant metabolomics in the Biotech Research Institute, Universiti, Malaysia, Sabah. Today, I'm very delighted to you all that I would like to share about some part of my research about our Sabah, our local avocado, entitled Physicochemical and Nutritional Evaluation of oil extracted from 4 avocado varieties cultivated in Sabah, Malaysia. The global avocado oil market is expanding rapidly, which was projected to reach about USD 1.1 billion by the year 2024, and it is expected to grow annually at a 6.5%. And the current major production countries include the Mexico, Peru, Kenya, South Africa, Chile, and other countries. Sabah is one of the states that located in Malaysia, and it is one of the biggest avocado production state in Malaysia, with more than 78 avocado varieties registered and planted, and the state government has allocated about 3,200 hectares of land, encouraging the local farmers to plant avocado, and the production has been reached more than 300 tons by the year of 2023, and is expected to project higher and higher by the years to come. And this highlighted the strong agricultural potential of our avocado. Although so many avocado varieties, more than 78 varieties, have been grown locally in the Sabah state, but until today, there's a very little scientific research and also scientific data available which are done on the avocado species and also the oil contained inside the avocado species in terms of the oil yield, oil quality, and fatty acid composition of our varieties. Therefore, our research was carried out with the aim to evaluate and compare the oil yield, the physicochemical quality, and the fatty acid profiles of the 4 Sabah varieties. And we use the Hass variety, which is the well-known established international avocado variety, the Hass variety, as our control. And the 4 Sabah varieties that we chose for our research were the Quoin Avocado Variety 1, QAV1, the Quoin Avocado Variety 2, QAV2, the Shortneck Russell SNR, and also the local bacon LP variety. Talking about the materials and methods, briefly, we work closely with the members or the planters of the avocado. We went to their orchards to collect sample, and we brought back those unripe avocado to our lab, wait for those avocados to ripe fully, undergone the climacteric stages to ripe fully. After that, we cut the fruits, we extract to collect the pulps, and we extract the oils of the pulp using cold press method. After that, for the extracted cold press oil, we subject the oil sample to peroxide value determination assay, to acid value determination assay, and the moisture content assay. And after that, to obtain the fatty acid profile of each of the avocado, we extract the oil using Soxhlet extraction and trans-esterify the oil. And also after that, we subjected the oil to gas chromatography with flame ionization detection method to obtain the fatty acid profile of the oil. And the last one is the statistical analysis and interpretation step. Now, talking about the results and discussion part, this first figure shows the photos of the 4 Sabah avocados together with the control for comparison, the Hass variety. The A stands for the Hass variety, which we purchase from local supermarket because we can't able to grow the Hass avocado by ourselves. And it took around 3 to 4 days for the fruit to ripe fully and cut the fruit. And B stands for the QAV1, our first variety. It is green when unripe, and after 5 to 7 days, the climateric stage, the fruits are ripe and shows changes to red color, brownish red color, and we cut the fruits. For the second variety, the QAV2, the fruits doesn't shows changes of color during ripening or climateric stage. Instead, it shows a black pigmentation on the skin. Yeah, during a ripening process, and the fruits took around 5 days for it to fully ripe. Okay. For the third variety, which is the short neck Russell variety, these fruits show changes of color to brownish red also during the ripening process, and it was the longest fruit to achieve full ripening stage, which took around 7 to 10 days. And the last variety is the local bacon variety. These fruits also show no symptoms of changes of color during ripening period, and it took the shortest ripening day, which was around 3 to 5 days only for it to fully ripe. Okay, next we will look at the morphology and physical chemistry of the oil extracted, using the cold press method from the pulp. There were 6 oils here. Besides of the oils extracted from fresh Hass pulp, fresh QAV1, QAV2, SNR, and local bacon pulps, we also use another control, which was the purchased avocado oil that was imported from Australia, and it was derived from Hass avocado as well as our control in this experiment. Now, let's look at the first indicator parameter, the oil yield. Talking about the oil yield, the Hass variety was significantly, we can look at here, 54.3%, significantly higher than the local varieties, the local Sabah varieties. And among the local Sabah varieties, the QAV2 and SNR yielded the highest percentage of oil extracted using cold press method, which was around 9.7, around 10%, compared to the Hass variety. And it is expected that our local variety really yield lower oil yield than the Hass variety, because the Hass variety is a Mexican Guatemala variety, and our local variety, they are derived from the West Indian race type, which has been reported to yield lower oil yield. So for the second parameter, the color, the Hass variety either purchased or either from the extracted from the fresh Hass pulp, they were greenish in yellow, but our local variety were a bit greenish. For example, the QAV1 and QAV2, they were in dark green color, and the SNR is in olive green. The color looks a little bit brownish, not that greenish, and the local bacon is a little bit brownish green. So the viscosity of the oil, for the Hass variety, they are medium, but for the QAV1, it's very high. That means it's very viscous, compared to the QAV2, short neck Russell, and local bacon. For the clarity of the oil, the Hass variety was clear in color, but the QAV1, QAV2 local bacon were opaque. And for the short neck Russell, it's a slightly hazy. That means it's not that opaque, but it's just hazy. And in terms of the peroxide value, okay, all of them disregard the purchase one, or the Hass variety, or the local variety. All of them pass the indicator, the parameter, which should be less than 10 milli-equivalent of oxygen per kilogram of fruits, set by the Codex Alimentarius Commission, the standard. This is something good. And the acid value also, all of them pass the standard, which should be less than 4 milligram of potassium hydroxide per gram of fruits, set by the Codex Alimentarius Commission. And for the moisture content, all of them also were lower than set by the Codex index. This is something good. Now let's discuss about what does those indicators indicate. Yeah, for the peroxide value, okay, a good oil should show low peroxide value, okay, or we call PV. If the PV of a oil is high, this means that the oil might be oxidized already and no longer fresh. So all of our Sabah varieties and the Hass variety met the Codex Alimentarius standard, confirming that all the oils, whether they are derived from the commercial imported one, or they are from the freshly extracted one, all the oils are fresh in condition and are in non-oxidized stage, which are at this with excellent oxidation stability at the time of extraction. Yeah. And for the next indicator, the acid value, or we call AV. Okay, what does this stands for? Okay, a good oil, the fatty acid content inside the oil should be bonded with the glycerol and should not be in free fatty acid form. If the acid value is high, this indicates that oxidation, degradation of the oil has happened. That's why we can see the free fatty acid value is high. And the low free fatty acid value that across our Sabah avocado varieties or in the Hass variety indicates that all of our oil are in high purity and good shelf stability. That means that the fatty acid content is stable, bonded nicely with the glycerol, which brings to the conclusion that the oils are suitable to be for storage and for eatable potential. Yeah, we look at the next indicator. For the color and stability, all of our Sabah avocado oils display a distinctive dark green color due to high chlorophyll content, and this makes them more viscous and less clear compared to the pale yellowish Hass avocado oil. While usually rich, the elevated chlorophyll levels may render the oils susceptible to photooxidation, which is something good. Of course, despite the color is green, and this is a process that degrades oil quality when exposed to light. So to preserve the freshness and extend the shelf life, it is strongly to recommend we keep those oil in dark, in opaque bottles. Yeah, because light, I think besides of oxygen, light is another factor that oxidizing the oil and affects the stability of the oil. So next we look at the fatty acid profiles of the oil. So this bar chart shows the arrangement of the fatty acid in 3 categories. I categorize them into the saturated fatty acid content in each of the variety, the monounsaturated fatty acid content in the variety, and the polyunsaturated fatty acid of the oil content of each of the variety. And each of the variety, they were compared with the Hass variety. And in all the 5 varieties, we can see that all the avocado varieties disregard the abroad variety Hass or our local 4 Sabah varieties. They display the highest content of the monounsaturated fatty acid, range from 48% to 61%. And again, the Hass variety contain significant higher of the monounsaturated fatty acid content compared to our Sabah variety. And in the 4 Sabah variety, the short-neck Russell was the one that contained the highest monounsaturated fatty acid among the 4 variety, which was the 54.3%. And what is good about our Sabah variety is that our Sabah variety contain significant higher polyunsaturated fatty acid content compared to the Hass one. We look at the green category, polyunsaturated fatty acid here. And our 4 Sabah avocado varieties also contain higher significant saturated fatty acid compared to the Hass variety. Now, let's look at more detail. What are the fatty acids inside that confer to the significant difference among the variety? So, this bar chart shows the composition of 6 main detected fatty acids that found in the pulp or mesocarp of our 4 Sabah avocado varieties, as well as with the Hass variety. We can see that the monounsaturated fatty acid, which is dominant in all the Hass variety and the Sabah variety, is the oleic acid, which is indicated by the red bar here. Oleic acid has a chain of 18 carbon with 1 double bond. So in the Hass, it contains significant higher amount of the oleic acid, which is 49% compared to the rest. And in the 4 Sabah varieties, short-neck Russell contain the highest oleic acid, which is 44.6%, compared to the rest Sabah avocado varieties. So now I would like to discuss with you all some of the health benefits of this avocado oil or the avocado fatty acids. We know that the monounsaturated fatty acids, or we call MUFA, especially the oleic acid, is dominant in the Hass variety as well as in the Sabah varieties. And this oleic acid has been associated to improve the lipid metabolism by reducing the low density lipoprotein, the bad cholesterol, and raising the high density lipoprotein, the good cholesterol in the blood, in our bloodstream, while also enhancing the insulin sensitivity and stability in our body. And this fatty acid has been associated to promote cardiovascular health in our body. Besides, the polyunsaturated fatty acids, such as the linoleic acid and alpha-linolenic acid, are associated with good anti-inflammatory and cardioprotective effects also. And their high content in the Sabah avocado also help to promote our Sabah avocado oil potential as valuable for nutraceutical and functional food applications. Now, we look at the industrial applications of the oil. So in the culinary applications aspect, Our Sabah avocado oils are suitable for cooking, salad dressing, and gourmet food products. Their high oleic acid content provides heat stability, making them ideal for cooking and frying. Okay? And for the nutraceutical and skincare, the high MUFA and PUFA contents may also support formulation for the development of nutraceutical and skincare products. Next is the conclusion. So in conclusion, I would like to conclude that our Sabah avocado oils extracted with cold press method although show lower yield compared to the Hass, yet they all meet the Codex Alimentarius standards with good PV, AV, and moisture content values. And all the varieties are rich in healthy MUFA and also PUFA content, which support for their potential in nutraceutical and industrial application in the future. Yeah. So next, I would like to expand this research more to beyond the 4 varieties and more to our more varieties of our Sabah varieties. With this, I would like to thank my grant, the FRGS grant provided by the Malaysia Ministry of Higher Education to support for this project, and also to the members of the Sabah Durian and Tropical Fruit Planters Association for providing me the avocado fruits to support for this research, and also to my institute to support for my lab work. And lastly, I would like to say thank you to the organizer, the 11th edition of Innovations in Food Science and Human Nutrition organizer, for inviting me to give a talk in this research. Thank you very much.